The first night was quiet. Too quiet, almost. I was house sitting for a friend's distant relative, this sprawling old Victorian place miles from anywhere. They said it was simple: feed the cat, water the plants, don't touch anything in the attic. Easy enough. The silence was the first thing that got to me. It wasn't peaceful, it was heavy, like the air was thick with unspoken words. By the second night, I was starting to feel a little on edge. The house groaned and settled like old houses do, but then I heard it. Knock, knock, knock. It was faint, coming from somewhere deep within the walls. I told myself it was just the pipes, old plumbing acting up. I put on some music, tried to ignore it. But it came again, a little louder this time. Knock, knock, knock. It was a pattern, deliberate. A cold knot formed in my stomach. On a stupid, primal impulse, I knocked back on the wall beside the bed. Knock, knock, knock. Silence. For a long moment, nothing. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding, feeling foolish. Then, from the wall right behind my head. Knock, knock, knock. My blood ran cold. It was closer. It was responding. I scrambled out of bed, flicking on every light I could find. My heart was hammering against my ribs. I spent the rest of the night huddled on the sofa downstairs, jumping at every creak. The next day, I tried to rationalize it. Stress, an overactive imagination. But that night, it happened again. This time, it wasn't just knocking. It was a scratching sound, like fingernails dragging slowly down the inside of the walls, moving from room to room. I couldn't take it anymore. I started digging. My friend had mentioned some old family journals in the study. Ignoring the don't touch anything rule, I found them tucked away in a dusty desk drawer. The entries were dated over a century ago, written by a woman named Alara. She wrote about her younger sister, Lillian, who had fallen gravely ill. The family, ashamed of her sickness, locked her away in a hidden room built between the walls to avoid sending her to an asylum. Alara described how she'd communicate with her sister through a series of knocks. 3 knocks for I'm here. 3 knocks back for I'm okay. My heart stopped. It was the same pattern. As I read on, the story turned darker. Lillian's condition worsened, and her knocks became frantic, desperate. Then, one day, they just stopped. Alara, racked with guilt, wrote about hearing phantom knocks for years after, a constant reminder of the sister she'd abandoned. Suddenly, a loud crash from upstairs shattered the silence. I dropped the journal, my hand shaking. A framed picture had fallen off the wall in the hallway. Underneath it, I saw a faint outline, a seam in the wallpaper I'd never noticed before. I peeled back a corner, and my breath caught in my throat. There was a small, dark wooden door, with no handle, no hinges visible from the side. And from behind the door, I heard it again. Soft, weak, but unmistakable. Knock, knock, knock. It wasn't a question anymore. It was a plea. I backed away slowly, grabbed my keys, and ran out of that house. I didn't even stop to lock the door. Some doors are meant to stay closed. Some knocks are meant to go unanswered. I'm just glad I got out before whatever was knocking decided to open the door itself. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoy these kinds of stories, make sure to follow for more. Stay safe out there.